This is a short message to my many friends and Talmidim in the world over, in America and Eretz Yisrael. These are very difficult times and stressful times, especially to those that are confined in their homes in isolation. We have 40,000 people in Israel that are in bidud, in isolation, and many more in America. And everyone in a way is in isolation and feels isolated. These are very testing times, they're very stressful. We are all worried for ourselves, for our families, for our loved ones, for our friends, for our communities, for Klal Yisrael, for the world. This is a crisis unlike any we have ever known. And there is really room for concern because this is the nature of epidemics, pandemics. So the numbers start off relatively small, but they multiply, and at some point, and we don't know where is the tipping point, we no longer have control. And it's happening. Happened in China, it's happening in Italy, and it could happen anywhere. How do we deal with this crisis? From the point of view of people of faith, of Jews, Maminim, B'nai Maminim. So the Rambam writes in the very beginning of Hilchos Taniyos, Mitzvahs asay min haTorah liz'oik v'lahariya al kol tzora shetavoi al hatzibur. It is a mitzvahs asay to daven, to cry out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ודבר זה מדרכי התשובה. שבזמן שדברי צורה ויזעקו עליה ויריעו יעידו הכל שבגלל מעשיהם הרעים הוא רע להם. It's about us. And the Rambam writes an amazing pshat, פרק א' מתניא, הלכה ג', and I'm quoting the Rambam. אבל הם לא יזעקו ולא יריעו, אלא יאמרו, דבר זה ממנהג העולם עיר לנו וצורה זו נקרייס. הרי זה דרך אכזריוס וגורמת להם להידבק במעשיהם הרעים ותוסיף הצרה צרות אחרות. הוא שכוסף בתורה והלכתם עמי בקרי והלכתי גם אני עמוכם בחמאס קרי. קרי is מלושן מקרא, קרה. It transpired. It happened. So the scientists, the biologists explain pandemics happen. A virus just breaks out, affects people, affects animals, moves from one to the other. But we believe in Hashgacha. It didn't just happen. It didn't just transpire. Nothing happens unless HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants it to happen. Im telchu imi bekeri, af ani elech imochem bechamas keri. And I will leave you to your fate. So one of the asaidas in our Emunah is, whenever tragedy or difficulty strikes our people, it is HaKadosh Baruch Hu calling out to us. And I have this strange feeling, we're in isolation. All of us are in a certain form of isolation. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Kendalach, I've been trying to talk to you for so long, but you don't seem to listen. You're too busy. You're always running around and you don't stop for a moment. I've been trying to have this conversation. Maybe now that you're in isolation, you will finally try to listen. Try to engage. So number one, we need to believe that this is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It didn't just happen, it didn't just transpire. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is calling out to us. Yes, it's a global phenomenon. But the Gemara does say in Yevomis, Ein poronos bolo olam ela b'shvil Yisrael. It's a global phenomenon, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu especially means us. Maybe not only us, but especially us. What does HaKadosh Baruch Hu want? I'm not a Navi, I'm not a prophet. How would I know? We don't know. But all we do know is we need to be better. Kadosh Baruch Hu wants more Torah, more tefillah. But on the other hand, we ask, so how do you expect us to give you more tefillah if we can't come together to daven? And many of us must daven at home. And many of us are davening with 10 people instead of davening with 500 people. So how could we give more Torah if we can't go out there and be Marbitz Torah Barabim? We need to take advantage of every situation and take advantage of all circumstances. In Chassidus there's a concept of Tochas Adin and Bishorsha. So to all those that daven at home, this is an opportunity to daven better. So davening with a minyan is a tremendous virtue. Tfilas HaTzibor nishmas. But you daven with minyan, you gotta go with the flow. So sometimes your minyan takes 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. You're davening at home, no rush. You don't have to catch up with Kaddish or Kedusha. Decide in advance that I'm gonna daven Shachris an hour. Not 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Take your time. Maybe you're going to say Karbonis that you never said. So your Shemoneh Esrei usually takes you 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Decide, my Shemoneh Esrei is going to take me 8 minutes. And I'll focus on every word, especially Berchas Refuenu and Baruch Eleinu. Because yes, we're worried about the health of our families. We also have concerns about financial stability because entire industries are imploding and in ruins and in shambles. So it's time to daven better. If we can't daven together with others, daven better. Take your time. So decide Shachris is going to take an hour. You're going to dedicate 15, 20 minutes for Mincha and for Marav. Maybe you'll find and you'll discover oceans and depth of Kavonas Tefillah you never experienced before. So you're at home with your families. It's an opportunity for Vishinantum Levonecho. Spend more time with your children, with your wife. Learn together. Make this time not as a nuisance and an annoyance, but try to turn it into quality time. I said a word many years ago. The Gemara says in Brochas Hayam Mekabei Damya, the world is like a chasana. In what sense? And I say the world is like a Chassidish chasana. It starts 4:30 in the afternoon with the Kabbalah Sponim. So before the chuppah, the friends come together and they are all the time in the world and they sing Neshama Negunim and who's going to be there 4:30 in the afternoon for you? Only your kinderlach, your children, your friends, closest friends, family members. Then comes the chuppah and the suda and the dancing. If you're powerful, if you're rich, if you're influential, you have many friends. There are going to be hundreds of people. And then comes the mitzvah dance. And it goes on to 3, 4 in the morning. Who's going to be there 4 o'clock in the morning for you? Who's going to be up all night for your simcha? Once again, your siblings, your children, closest of your friends. That's a mushal about life. Hayal Mekabei Luladanya. When you're young, who's there? Who cares for you? Father, mother, brothers. When you're at your prime, you're rich, you're influential, you're going to have hundreds of people coming and going. 5 o'clock in the morning, none of them will be around. And you'll once again be cradled by your family. Your wife, hopefully your children. Remember, don't neglect your family. They are the most important people in your lives. So we spend more time at home. And to those that are in isolation, you're with your closest family. Remember, cherish those moments. Spend time with your wife, with your children. Learn together. have beautiful experiences together. And you could do chesed. So how would I do chesed if I'm alone at home? Your cell phone could do so much chesed. Take out a pen and make a list. Who are the people you haven't spoken to in a long time? Those people that you mention in Refo'enu, when did you give them a call? So make a list of people you haven't spoken to for quite a while. Friends of yore. People that are ill, needy, desperate. You know how much chesed you could do with a telephone call? So the present day poskim deal in their svarim could you make mekayim bikur cholim with a phone call. Maybe yes, maybe no, but Gemilas Chasodim you definitely can do. So you're in isolation, or you're not in isolation, but you're at home. Take advantage. Daven better. Learn more. There are a million shiurim online. Choose some of them. Take advantage of these crazy circumstances. Use them to the better. Learn more. Daven better. Try to do chesed. And be aware. This is min hashamayim. This is HaKadosh Baruch Hu's plan. And if it's his plan, there's a reason to it. And take advantage. Tshuva, tefillah, tzedakah. And Torah. First and foremost. Take advantage of these circumstances. Try to be better. Try to do better. And let us all hope that B'Kol B'Yameinu this will all be over. Kechalom ya'uf, ketzitz novel, ka'avak poreach, and we should be able to come back to our blessed routine of Torah and Tefillah b'tzibur and Ish Esre'eu Ya'azero Ola'ochev Yomer Chazak. We should be zeichet to Yeshua Selamim and Bias Moshiach Tzidkeinu B'mheiro V'yomeinu Amen.